Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We take a look at the 76ers.
Well, that didn't take long. You got to leave some guys back on the tip, or that's what'll happen.
Pass to McDaniels. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team. With a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Now here's Caruso. They're running. Bobbed up there for Edwards. Outside for George. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The shot fake by Edwards, a move we don't see a lot anymore, but it can still be very effective.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Edwards can't hit. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing. So we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right. To his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the 3 by Minnesota. Okongwu off target with the jump hook.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Edwards, good.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Now here's Edwards. He has 6. Clark outside. Here's McDaniels. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here is Edwards. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Outside for George. High post shot. Minnesota with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Edwards can't hit. Fires from deep. Edwards can't hit. Here's Minnesota. Up the floor. Jumps up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense with no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here is George. Still without a basket. It's blocked. They get it back. There's the triple. Can't hit that one.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Topic. Pass to George. Okongwu a screen. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
It's Edwards on the wing. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
On defense, the 76ers. To the left wing. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. McDaniels got 5 now.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
He's got to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. George with the bucket.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 10. Shoots from the elbow. Okongwu grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside Edwards. Pass to Topic. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And here is McDaniel. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
And some changes here for the 76ers.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Brown. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's McDaniels. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Outside Edwards. Up in time. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Timberwolves.
The 76ers. 19.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalize in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Here is Armstrong. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Puts up a deep three. Avdia can't hit. The 76ers trailing. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And he makes the first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. So he gets them both. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Armstrong. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Reed gets the bucket.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Down low. And he dunks it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Out to the wing. Here's Shannon. Stripped it away. Now the 76ers on the break. Pass to Brown. Out to Smith. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Minnesota with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Armstrong. Edwards with the block. pass to Smith. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's the screen to the middle. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Drills it from outside.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Always going up for the alley-oop here.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Armstrong. He has 5. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And good luck keeping Gobert off the boards. He has a tremendous nose for the ball.
Pass to Brown. Up top, Edwards. Smith on the wing. Out to Edwards. The three-pointer, no good. 1:57 left in the second quarter. Three-pointer. Now Armstrong. It's stolen by Smith. Now the 76ers on the break. They set the screen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And Reed has it in the corner. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Shannon. Scoreless thus far. And the wide open shot from Reed. Hits it from three-point range. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Back to Smith. Outside Edwards. Back to Smith. From the wing. Tries again for 3. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Edwards.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Substitution on the court.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. 76ers on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards can't hit. The 76ers leading. Pass to Edwards. Connects, the jumper drops. Edwards got 6.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
Here's Edwards. And here is Caruso. A nice shot by McDaniels. He's got 10.
Can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Inside. Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Topic. He has yet to score. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target with his three. Edwards with it. Okongwu covering. Edwards, that's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside, George. Bobbed up there for Edwards. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Timberwolves trail. Edwards with it. He's got 12. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Topic. Trains the three-pointer. Topic has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 14. Pass to Caruso. 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Doesn't go for him. It's a close game here in Minnesota. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Now, here's Okongwu. He's got 10.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
For Philadelphia, they have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards drawing the double team. Clark with a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 4. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Okongwu slams it in.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Topic. Defended by Caruso. And here's Edwards from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia. And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
To the inside. Out to Edwards. Lob pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Outside Edwards. .127 left to play in the third. Back to Caruso. Edwards inside. He's got 20. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. From downtown, Timberwolves trailed by 5. Lobbed up there for Edwards. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Edwards can't hit. So it's the Timberwolves now. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The 76ers making a switch here. .34 seconds left to play in the third. Edwards, no good. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's McDaniels. 10 points for him. Has to go Gobert. It's stolen by Edwards.
Stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Here's Brown. Here's Topic. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far.
The 76ers, 60.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Smith. Right side, Edwards. Back to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Now McDaniels to take the lead. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up when Gobert takes flight. Well, you are in for a show.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. In the corner, Smith with it. Sinks the triple. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now, here's Reed. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It can happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. us now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. No good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Smith with it. He's covered by Armstrong. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Gobert. It's deflected. Out to the right wing. Here's Brown. Jams it in off the great move.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Pass to Reed. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Outside Edwards. Stolen by Reed. McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
To halt the run. Pass to Reed. Here is Edwards. Now here's Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 6. And here's Edwards. Pass to Edwards. Back to Edwards. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And Edwards slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And he gets it to go.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here is Edwards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Outside Edwards. Count that one. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. And the 76ers with possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Okongwu. To the paint. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Here's McDaniels. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. A shake. Edwards looking it over. Clock at 4. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so here is Philadelphia following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards to tie it up. Got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Everyone's answering the bell and executing.
Now, here's McDaniel. Defended by George. To take the lead. He doesn't hit that one.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Edwards. Outside Edwards. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
McDaniels with the ball. Down low. Beyond the arc. To force OT. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime.